Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
This is the weekend edition of Go Island. Today we'll be hosting it from the Deep Bay Marine Research Facility. It is a facility of Vancouver Island University and it is multi-purpose and the public is invited in. We'll be touring that later on in today's show. But first, Swap-O-Rama. Well, it's a dual purpose. It's a clothing design workshop, do it yourself, where you can recycle and repurpose old clothing and have some fun doing it at the same time. Jocelyn Matley has more on that story. But first, many of us have experienced some form of bullying. Not everybody speaks up about it though. Rayanne LaPlante met with a young girl who did just that, turned the tables, spoke up about her experiences and is inspiring others to do the same thing. The Vancouver Island University Centre for Shellfish Research Facility in Deep Bay is a marvel of design on a number of fronts, built sustainably and also environmentally responsible, but also just as important, it's built open and inviting so visitors can even watch the research going on by the technicians and the students in the labs right along this whole row here. On today's edition of Go Island, Derek Johnstone finds out more about the composting program in Ladysmith, but it's not household waste they're talking about. Speaking about waste, Kelly Robinson learns about the Nanaimo Recycle Exchange, which deals with a lot of our waste, that is in trouble unless funding needs can be met to keep it alive. The Deep Bay Research Facility is also a marine agricultural research facility. They actually have shellfish tenures out there on the beach in addition to the labs they have in here in this building. For the public, there's the ever popular touch tanks where you can play with the spiny little urchins or even pick up a sea star and see what's underneath and take a sniff. Sometimes they have a scent. This one doesn't though. For your consideration on today's Go Island, Mr. Mike Farnworth, is he the man that can lead the NDP out of the wilderness after losing 4 elections in a row? That's the question Sean Leslie asks in This Week in BC. But first, I had a chance to visit the North Island Wildlife Recovery Association facility in Arrington. They received a $5,000 Aviva Community Fund grant, but is it enough money to help them rebuild some badly aged buildings? You're watching the weekend edition of Go Island. We are at the Deep Bay Marine Shellfish Research Facility, part of VIU. Research here addresses the issues of marine ecology as well as sustainable shellfish industry. One of the key projects here at the research facility has been the reintroduction of the native Olympia oyster. On this weekend edition of Go Island, Jocelyn Matley learns about the Vancouver Island Symphony Orchestra from a kid's perspective with Rick Scott. And also Rayanne LaPlante meets with a film buff who takes his passion for movies to a whole new level. You're watching the weekend edition of Go Island. We are at the Deep Bay Marine Research Facility on Bain Sound. It's not only being used by fisheries and agriculture students, but VIU culinary students use this kitchen facility here to hone their skills and also to cook for events that are hosted here at this facility. There's even been some international cooking shows taped in this kitchen. On today's edition of Go Island, Arbutus RV series, we've got Adrina, who goes to a lake outside of Cumberland, learns how to fly fish. Couldn't catch any fish, the lake was frozen, but she does cast that rod pretty good. Also, baby yoga, not what you think it is. It's not babies practicing yoga, it's moms bringing their babies to the yoga class and they have some fun and socialize too. Baby Yoga at Omtown Yoga will be running from March 13th until May 1st. You can find more information at omtown.ca. In this edition of Clocked, Todd and Derek find themselves running all over Parksville. Do they win? Stay tuned. This has been the weekend edition of Go Island. I've been hosting it from the Deep Bay Marine Field Research Station on the shores of Bainstown. This incredible building where they have research of all kinds of interesting shellfish things, and you can even touch some of the subjects. Well, there's lots of things happening here throughout the month of March and April, starting with an art show on Monday from Fin to Feather. It's art forms from the shores of the Salish Sea. There's also the speaker series and films, everything from owls of BC to penguins of the Antarctic, as well as all the kinds of fishies in the Strait of Georgia. You can find out more information, a complete listing at viudeepbay.com. I hope you take a chance and come out here and explore the facility, and we'll see you again next weekend.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions.